Hello, everyone. Welcome to Destructive News. News, no matter how destructive, and no matter what Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube want us to say, we're going to tell the truth. We're going to show the news, and we'll let you decide from now on whether or not this is an issue with the community. And by the community, I am talking about Black people, African Americans, wherever we want to identify ourselves. That's what we're discussing. If you don't like the content, you don't have to watch it. Go ahead and flag us. Don't care. We're not going to be talking racism. We're not going to be discussing racism in the comment. You're not going to be calling white people racist names. You're not going to be calling me racist names. That's just the way we're going to do it from now on. But we're going to watch the story. We're going to comment on it, and you let us know how you feel in the comment section. All right. So this is the gentleman. His name is Robert Thompson. He was arrested for robbing a store. Typical thing. So it's not really a big deal, or is it? The way that he robbed the store, the things that he did during the robbery of the store is what's going to tell the tale. But let's go ahead and take a look at the news video, and let's see what's going on here.
Yes, we have some breaking news for you coming just into our newsroom. Authorities have made an arrest in a robbery where two women were tied up and one was lit on fire. Palestine police say the assault happened during a robbery at the Pitts stop on Link Street in Palestine. KLTV's Brianna Rivers is at the scene right now. She joins us now live. Brianna, word of an arrest just came down in the last few minutes.
Anissa, that's right. We're told that the suspect was just arrested on two warrants, one for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, the other for aggravated robbery. We also know that multiple agencies came together in an effort to find him today, including DPS, the DEA,
Multiple
the
agencies.
Office, and of course, the Palestine Police
So this got a lot of
But
attention.
what really helped them with that search were images caught on surveillance camera from right inside this store.
Kudos to this gas station for having good security footage.
A man enters this Palestine convenience store, buys a bottle of lighter fluid, and leaves. But about 5 minutes later, he comes back.
He displayed a weapon. He told the cashier to sit down, and there was another customer in there that he also made sit down right there behind the counter.
Gun in hand, police say the suspect wrapped the 70-year-old cashier and a customer's body in duct tape before taking cash from the register.
And for whatever reason, before he left, he grabbed some lighter fluid and started to spray it on them. And then he went ahead and right before he left, he lit one of them on fire.
Palestine Police Chief Andy Harvey says the man then fled the scene in a white Impala with another person in the car.
It was a woman.
The victims broke free from the duct tape. The customer, who he lit on fire, suffering severe burns around her head.
The customer who was burnt was transported to the local hospital here. And from what I understand, she's been taken to Parkland now.
The owner of the pit stop,
It's in Dallas.
Khan, now reacting to the horrifying images caught on his security camera.
All I can say is that thank God nobody got hurt that bad, and the other thing can be replaced. Thank God.
I don't know if you noticed anything about that guy.
Now, Khan says
I'll talk about it in a minute.
Paid off with just $700 to $800, and you can see right here the missing lighter fluid that he purchased from right before he made his attack. In Palestine, Brianna Rivers, KLTV 7 News.
Thank you, Brianna, for that live report. We appreciate it.
So this guy robs a store, and he gets, he does this thing. He puts a gun. It's a handgun, right? So you have all these leftist politicians telling us that the AR-15 is the worst thing in the history of the planet, but all of these crimes are being committed with handguns. So first off, I got this video from Willem Pearson on Twitter. His handle is Uppity William P. He gets a lot of flack for what he does, and I think what he does is a great service. He posts a lot of migrant crime. He posts a lot of footage, real raw footage of things that happens, and he doesn't really say much about it. He just kind of posts it up there, and then people just go into a rage talking about how he's a racist. You're a racist for posting a video of a crime now. So, I mean, that's what we're dealing with. So what the news network didn't do is they didn't show you the actual footage, but that's what we're going to do. That's why we want you to like our page. We want you to share the video, because we're going to tell you the truth. We're going to show you the whole story. We're not going to sugarcoat anything. We're not going to protect anybody. We'll let you decide what you want to think. We're not going to push anything on you. So what I did notice about the gentleman that owned the store was you could tell that he still had his accent, but he was he's kind of like worn down by the community, right? So you start to speak with the local accent and the way that the people that you're around all day speak. And he kind of had like this kind of like hood kind of vibe to him. You know, he kind of had a little ebonics in his accent. I thought was pretty funny. But let's take a look at why that may be. So I looked up the demographics for the city, and oh my goodness, there's demographics available for a city. Yes, they break down racial demographics in an area, and it's a stat. It's a federal stat, so it's not racist. People comment on this comments talking about how we're racist for giving you this information, but this information is available from the federal government in the census. So the white percentage in that town of Palestine is 64%. So remember the magic number when I tell you when the black population hits above 20%, you are going to find that that area is going to be higher in black crime, in violence, and just nonsense. So where do you think that number is? Above or below? Go ahead, I'll give you a few seconds. And yeah, you are more than likely right. 24.7% black in that town. And I was really shocked because it didn't look like a town that was just like really, really populated by black people. But it is. So this bizarre crime, is as bizarre as it may be, if you start to peel back the layers in this town, what will we find? And that is later to be seen as we start to look into the city, since it's the population percentages are pretty high for blacks. I imagine there's going to be some pretty good videos and stories that come out of this place. But what we're going to do now is we're going to show you that video. This is what happened. This is what they didn't want to show you. This is what they blurred out on the news and clipped. You got the guy, he's squirting lighter fluid all over the place. Why would he do this? What did those people do to him? He made out with $800. Go about your business, dude. No, it's not. It's about racism. He wants to kill them. The white lady. Look, he tries to set them on fire like in the movies, but it didn't work. Wasn't combustible enough. So he actually put the flame on him and then just left. He wants him dead. And I don't even think he understood that he was on fire until just now. And what do you do? What do you do when you're going through the situation? Let alone get robbed. You get robbed at gunpoint. That's a terrifying, terrifying experience. And you're probably going to be traumatized for the rest of your life now. Especially if you're just like a housewife going to pick up a few things from the corner store. You don't live a life like that. That's not the way you live your life. And you come across a really, really violent, hostile situation. It's going to shock your system. Now imagine taking it even further. We're talking terrorism. This is stuff that they do in the Middle East, in nations in Africa when they're doing the genetic, the cleaning, the ethnic cleansing. They're putting tires around people and lighting them on fire while they're alive. This is happening here on American soil. This is not an aggravated robbery or an aggravated assault like he's being charged with. This is terrorism. This is complete terrorism. So he's on $2 million bail for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, and then $2 million bail for aggravated robbery. Where are the charges going to go from here? Usually charges get dropped if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, charges get dropped. And we'll loop this video so you can check it out. Charges get dropped down. They don't go up. So I'm really concerned about that. And I think you should pay attention to this and see what these judges are doing. But he should be hit with illegal possession of a firearm, not to be possessed without a permit. So he's illegally carrying the firearm. He has a firearm illegally. He probably stole it. He's a aggravated robbery. How about terrorism? How about kidnapping? 2 counts of kidnapping. How about all these things? Where are these charges at? What are these DAs and what are these judges doing? They're slapping these guys on the wrist. They're allowing them to terrorize you. They're allowing them to kill you. And then they're giving them signature bonds so that they can just sign a sheet of paper and say, I'll be a good boy, and go home and then start the process of witness intimidation that they won't protect you from. And you're just on your own. So what can you do? First off, stop sending your wife to these corner stores by herself in cities with 20+% black populations. 2, the Second Amendment, it's important to you and me. Start defending it. Start utilizing it. Go buy a firearm. Go take training. Get a concealed carry license. If you can't get a concealed carry license, carry it anyway. The Constitution is the law. carry the weapon, defend yourself, defend your family, and do not get put in this situation. Do not allow anyone to tie you up. Ever. Ever. Fight for your life then. Because if someone's tying you up, nothing good's going to happen afterwards. Thank you for watching. Drop the comments, like the video, share it with friends, and I'll see you on the next one.